Good morning, class. Good morning, P51, P52, and P53. How was your day today? I hope you're doing great. So, let's do it now. And today, we're going to learn about in our reading and writing class. It's all about the journeys into the space. So, before we go to our main topic today, let's read again the passage. I want you to repeat and follow after me. So come on, join me now. Now let's read the passage, Journeys into Space. The history of the space exploration. For thousands of years, people have wanted to know more about space. In ancient Babylon, people studied the sun and stars. The ancient Egyptian used the stars to tell the time. In 1609, the Italian scientist Galileo was the first person to study the moon and the stars through a telescope. But when did people actually begin to explore space? Space exploration might not have been possible without an ancient Chinese invention, fireworks. The Chinese filled sticks with gunpowder. When they threw the sticks into a fire, the sticks flew into the air and exploded. These were the first rockets. In 1898, Russian scientist Konstantin Tsiolkovsky said that the people could use rockets to travel into space. For the next few decades, scientists all over the world worked on rockets. On October 4, 1957, a Russian team used a rocket to send the first satellite into space. When this trip was successful, they decided to send a dog into space. On November 3, 1957, a dog called Laika became the first living creature to travel into space. Sadly, Laika died before the rocket returned to Earth. On August 19, 1960, Russian scientists sent two more dogs, Belka and Strelka, into space on the spacecraft Sputnik 5. This time, the dog returned to Earth safely. On April 12, 1961, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first human to go into space. 8 years later, on July 20th, 1969, people all over the world turned on their televisions to see American astronaut Neil Armstrong become the first human to walk on the surface of the moon. Since then, there have been many exciting developments in space exploration. On December 15, 1970, Venera 7 became the first spacecraft to land on another planet. The Russian spacecraft traveled to Venus and sent information about the planet back to Earth. In 1997, the American spacecraft Pathfinder landed on Mars. A small robot came out of the spacecraft, explored the surface of Mars, and sent some amazing pictures back to Earth. In the future, perhaps astronauts will not be the only people to travel into space. Some companies already offer flights into space for space tourists. At the moment, these flights cost millions of dollars, so only very rich people can afford them. However, space companies hope that more people will be able to have holidays in space in the future. Perhaps you will visit other planets one day and look at the Earth from space. Before we go to our main topic today, here's another video that you need to watch, and this is what happened inside the spacecraft. So let's watch this one and let's know what is happening outside the space when they are inside the spacecraft. So enjoy watching.
And rub it in. Again, kind of working it out to the ends. And I like to take my towel while I have the shampoo in there and just kind of work it. Because without standing under running water, you kind of need to use the towel a little bit to help get some of the dirt out.
And that's it. Thank you.
Bag. What's really cool about it, you can zip it up. Then we have little armholes.
What's on the menu tonight?
Strawberry shortcake. We
Oh.
have these butter cookies and some strawberries with a little bit of milk on top.
And Chris, I'm gonna make one for you right here. And here's your strawberry shortcake, ready for you, Chris.
Oh, excellent.
Thanks for the help, Chris. That was awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss this.
This works. Usually. The honey coming out pretty well there. There we go. It's like just the right amount. Might have to use that as well. We've had to use that one time, which is a little bit scary inside of a spaceship using a Vulcan hammer, but it's done a good.
Comes Luca.
like the video that you watched. So, our main topic today is all about sequencing the words or the sentences. So, how to make a sequencing of, or how to make a sequence of the story. So, let's begin with the first happening, followed by the next one, and the third one, and the fourth one, and finally the last one. So I will give you some tips on how to do the sequencing. So here it goes. I will give you some example, like how we arrange the sentence into, or we sequence or arrange the sentences in from the passage. Like we read the book today, right? So here are the tips. You can check later if this is the exact arrangement of the sentence. For example, number 1, the Chinese invented the firework. So you can check in the passage if that was the first or the first one in the story. Followed by the number 2, the Russians sent the first satellite into space. The third one is the first dog traveled into space. And the fourth one, Sputnik 5 was sent into space. The fifth one, the first human traveled into space. The sixth one is Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. And the next one is a spacecraft landed on Venus. And the last one, or last, spacecraft landed on the Mars. So this is how you arrange the sentences. You need to read the book first, and then after you analyze, and then you review the passage or the story. And here is your handout, or here is your exercises for this day, and how to do the sequence of the words or the sentence by putting some number into it. So first, I give you some tips. You need to read the passage before you answer the question. So again, read the passage carefully and analyze the passage, and then you can write the sequence of the story. On the, it is ground.